There's a complete sausage in the camp. They call him Isaac, the Westgate Warrior Low. I'm not sure if you've heard of him before. He's the ding of the camp.
But when you was
There you go, that's Isaac Low for you.
Brilliant.
So here we go then. The battle of the baddest, the most charismatic boxer on the planet against a wrecking machine.
My name's Nav, I'm the stylist and designer for Tyson Fury.
I'm Matt and I'm Tyson's sports therapist.
Christian Blacklock and I'm Tyson's strength and conditioning coach.
I'm Brian, I work for Gold Star Memorabilia.
I'm Al Foran, I'm a comedian impressionist.
So I'm Roman Fury and I'm a professional boxer.
I'm George Lockhart, I'm Tyson's nutritionist slash chef.
I'm Tommy Fury and I'm trying to be a professional boxer.
Can you tell us who you are and how you know Tyson?
I know him. Do I know him? I'm his father. He's my son.
So the story begins back in 2014 when I initially took my first suit to Tyson's house before the Klitschko campaign. And from there, we've been designing some of Tyson's suits and the wild outfits that you see, trying to make a statement as Tyson's personality shines through for all the garments that we make, and it's become an essential part of every promotion. But just through the creative process, Tyson's kind of given over his phone as he goes into camp, and he's like, do you know what, you take over the Instagram, you take over my social media, I want to be laser focused and concentrate on what's ahead. And there becomes a lot of components to that. It needs a team behind him to kind of make that machine work.
So in actual camp there's only like 4 or 5 of us, but then when the fight comes around there ends up being like 20 of us, 25 of us, because all the brothers come and the family and media people and all that type of thing. So I'd say at the moment there's probably about 25 of us, which is big crew.
When we're not in camp, everyone's got normal jobs, normal lives, and everyone does what they have to do. Only time you see all these people in one group is when it's a fight on. Other than that, everyone just sticks in their own lane and does their own jobs and they've got their own families. But everyone trains. It's like what we do, you know. Some people meet up at the boozer, which we like to do as well, but we meet up for like fucking tough runs and gym sessions, sparring and then we go to the pub.
Yeah, the team's big, everyone has a good role to play and everyone gets on well, which is a nice thing about it.
And who would you say is the biggest striker?
This man behind me, because there's only one person that's just done that. The 4 the 4-foot midget.
Name's Isaac Low. I've known Tyson from 10. We went boxing in the gym, best friends, boxed alongside him most of my life. Yeah, we're very close, we're best man at my wedding. We're like brothers, even though we're out on fight every day, but yeah, it's good. We bounce off each other. I think that's what you need when you're training with someone, and when you're training, he's there to correct me and guide me, and I try and guide him in the right way when I think he's doing something wrong. So
We have an absolute ball. I get people saying to me, how's the holiday? And I'm like, I'm not on holiday, I'm working, but we're all like a family from a family, that's how I describe it. I generally start first, so we'll go up to Morecambe and we'll train like 3 times a week, and we'll just get him as strong as possible. So we are like doing like heavy lifting, low reps, building base strength, but also working on injury prevention as well, making sure his body is like fit and strong, not just in terms of boxing, but in terms of preparation for a fight camp, which is really taxing on the body.
As he's getting a little bit older, I think he's really starting to see the value in what we do now. So basically what I do is anything like recovery based. So since we've been here, I've had him in the ice bath and the sauna and the pool.
I started working with Tyson with Wilder too. We just took a look at his nutrition. He's a beast no matter what, but just kind of fine-tuning his, his body, getting him what he needs when he needs it.
I met Tyson in 2010 in Detroit at the Crunk Gym. He came to the door and talked to a fellow who was at the front desk, and they stopped me in the middle of my workout, which is very rude, and told me that there's a guy named Tyson Fury here. He's the next heavyweight champion of the world. And I was just like, all right. I was just watching him and I was looking at him and I'm like, man, he moves pretty good for a man of his size. And the only thing I was thinking to myself was like, yeah, but can he do it when he's boxing? Because I'd never seen him box before. And he had the opportunity to box in the gym, and he was doing the exact same thing on the bag as he was in the ring.
I think what you see with Tyson is what you get, do you know what I mean? He likes to laugh on the jokes, he likes to carry it, but when it gets down to boxing, he's serious, do you know what I mean? He concentrates on when he does, when he's in that gym for that hour and a half, 2 hours or whatever he's in, he's fully focused on his training.
Anytime I'm thinking like I'm having a rough day, I think, well, what would Tyson, Tyson's mentality is, if I'm tired, I go harder.
People look at him sometimes and think his body's not like, doesn't look like Anthony Joshua, and they think, oh, maybe he's not professional. He's really professional. When he wants to be disciplined, which is during fight camps he is, he doesn't do anything he's not supposed to do.
Tyson's just Tyson, isn't he? He just does what he has to do, and everyone loves him, and he's a big character.
The thing with us, when we're training, if we have to run 3 mile, he'll have to run 3.5 mile, or I'll have to run 4 mile, or then it starts into a race with us, because we both want to beat each other, everything we do.
With the Furies, especially around Tyson, like the energy they all have, it's like each one of them has a different personality, but then when you bring them all together, it's chaos. It's absolute chaos, but in a good way.
We still want to have fun, and I have fun with them. Tommy, Tyson, even the other sons, we're all laughing and joking. We have meals out, we do stuff, you know, we sit around campfires, tell stories.
I think family's everything to Tyson, absolutely everything. He never talks about the hard times, like his daughter last time. It was a rough road mentally. It's, you know, it was very, very taxing on him. He plays things off very well, but you know, being there with his son, being through, you know, the pregnancy with his wife and everything, you see how much that man truly cares about his kids, he cares about his family.
I know the way my children are, whether they're happy or not, what they do and how they are. When they're having fun with each other, they're tip-tapping about, jumping around, they're on it. But I've seen them the other side of it as well, when things have happened in the family where it's not been so good. You know, they go from being top of the world, like I say, to being on the bottom. You know, they don't do anything, just look at each other, we're all silent, we don't say anything. We're all teary-eyed, and we're all emotional wrecks, to be fair. But we can come out of it and just carry on with what we do.
All of us being there with him, I think, you know, we kind of do we lift him in a sense as well, and he lifts us.
I've always had a family throughout my career of boxing. I missed a few births, missed 3 births, but I suppose it's part of my job. Like, I've got a job to do. I've got to pay the bills, I've got to look after the family, I've got to keep them in clothes and food and all that sort of stuff. So it's my job to do what I do.
To be a father, it's your own instinct. You know, you can't explain the feeling of being a father, you just have to go through it yourself.
During camp, he has to sort of separate himself, I think. From when I've been in camps with him, I don't think he can really be both people, if that makes sense. And I can get that, because if you're getting ready to get in a ring with someone and hurt them, it's hard to probably be that and a family man as well, I would imagine.
My 2 lives are so much different. One life's the life of a superstar boxer, athlete, and the other life's just a normal everyday dad. And it is difficult to switch both of them, but that's why we have camps, and that's why we leave and go away from our families.
Family is always being there for one another, backing each other. You know, even if the odds seem impossible, you always back one another, stick by one another.
But yeah, we don't see him as this, like, you know, massive superstar, like, you know, everyone's obsessed with him. Like, to us, he's just, you know, Tyson. But the reason why we're all here is because of Tyson. You know, all these great things that happen, all these great events we go to, it's not because of me, it's not because of anybody else, it's because of Tyson.
Everybody, what you're seeing around Tyson now, they're relevant. Being here, some are doing a magnificent job, some have been childhood friends and supported him right from the off when he wasn't a champion, you know. And I think, you know what, who are you without these people? No good me sat here on my own looking up there, is it? You know, you've got to have these people to bring the best out of you, haven't you?